I just handed you a request for a recount for all precincts in Youngstown for the Citizens Bill of Rights and a cashier's check for $2,475.
And this will be put into a special account in the auditor's office for recount purposes. It's basically a deposit.
Okay. We have in front of us a request for a recount. This is not a mandatory recount, it's a requested recount. Now, under the laws of Ohio and the directives issued by the Secretary of State, there's a very specific procedure spelled out for conducting recounts. The Secretary of State has provided a what I would call the minimum steps we are required to do when a request is made.
Mr. Chairman.
That request, that procedure involves the hand counting of 5% of our ballots. And if those ballots do not match the machine count, we're then required to count all of the ballots in the district by hand. Now, the board, by majority vote, may go beyond that minimum requirement.
Mr. Chairman.
Mr. Beatrice.
I think that we should go above and beyond what the state minimum requirements are. I think that the people from who oppose fracking have a right to have every precinct counted. I think they have a right to be here while every precinct's counted and to watch the whole process be done. So I would make a motion that we go above and beyond what state law requires.
Is there a second? I think Ms. Winbush was first. I agree. I see no reason why we should not conduct a hand recount of all the precincts. Since we've had the DS200 scanners, I don't think we've had an occasion to do that. And I think it would be a good exercise, and I think we're well prepared to do that, and I've got every confidence that there'll be a good outcome. I think the procedure we might follow, I think in 2008, Secretary Bruner issued advice on the method for conducting hand recounts. I think that's a good method.
They actually updated it in 214, number 52. What we'll do is we don't have to tally anymore. We can count them in stacks. We'll count them in stacks. My issue is locations. Our precincts are by location, so if you don't mind, the ballots are in the location ballot box. So if you don't mind, I would like to count them in the locations that they came in and not take them out of their ballot boxes, if that's fine with you, because like 1A and 1B may be together in the same ballot box, because one machine is used. So that would be the only difference that we would have in a precinct by precinct count.
So some precincts may be counted together.
Right, well, they'll be separated by precinct, but they'll be in the same ballot box. I don't want to...
Just to explain it, we have 212 precincts in Mahoning County. Well, we do not have 212 of the machines that count each precinct. Some precincts are put together, and that box at that polling location could count 2 or 3 precincts. So what she's saying is, however they have put together the precincts, we ask that those be hand counted together.
And each of those.
But they'll be listed separately.
Yes,
Yeah.
we'll have a whole tally sheet.
Right.
And each of the precincts will include all of the ballots.
All of the ballots.
It will include the election night ballots that were cast, late arriving valid absentee ballots, valid provisional ballots, valid military and overseas ballots.
Remake ballots.
And again, the usual process is first to conduct a logic and accuracy test with the machines. We'll conduct an LNA test with the scanner first.
Correct.
Then we'll proceed with the hand count using the stack method.
Right.
And at the conclusion of the hand count, we'll again conduct a logic and accuracy test just to confirm that the scanner, hopefully, are still working properly.
Well, the scanner numbers will be already produced, so as long as the hand count matches the scanner count, we don't run them through again. Do we, Tom?
We really don't have to do an LA on the equipment. We're not using it.
We're not gonna use the
We're hand
equipment.
counting every single ballot by hand.
If the numbers are wrong, we'll use the equipment, but if the numbers are correct,
So an
Well, I
LA
think-
test on the equipment,
Well, I think the directive requires at a minimum
I got you.
that at
we
least.
have to count
Right,
by scanner, yes.
right.
But the board doesn't choose us to use the scanner at all.
Well, just for the 5%.
Okay.
Yeah.
So which is 5 precincts? Chris
Well,
figured that out.
well,
at 5
well,
precincts.
well,
The minimum first.
I think the point is,
Standard.
yeah. Right, we're gonna review the procedures, we're gonna do what's minimally required by the Secretary of State's directive, then we're gonna go beyond that.
Right.
And count
Count
all the precincts in the city.
And Joyce, so this would be my request, I don't know if we need board action. When you are counting them, that it's done in the open,
It's always done.
Oh, sure.
okay,
Oh,
and
sure.
that they can tape it and do whatever it is that they want?
They can't tape ballots, because they are ballots. They can, I've told them already, requested, I'll probably have 5 counting rooms, like they can have 5 observers, 1 in each counting room.
Okay.
And that's how we'll do it, that way we'll get to it maybe in one day.
There's a directive against ballots? They don't know who.
Well, no one's allowed to film a ballot, David. You're not allowed to film ballots.
Okay.
When will this take place?
I just have one question, just so I want to understand.
Yes, Mr. Wasco.
The 5 precincts are gonna be counted by scanner and
Well-
on hand counted?
Well, it's-
No, they'll be hand counted too.
well,
Okay, both.
it's 5%.
5%.
Yeah,
I mean,
Chris
5%,
figured it out
right.
to 5 precincts.
Right.
Really? Yes, that's what he said.
So basically, we're gonna do 2 counts. We're gonna do the minimum
Right.
with the scanner, but then we're taking all the ballots and
Right.
hand counting them.
Right.
Okay.
Correct.
And this is gonna take place when, do you know?
I'm gonna suggest December 1st.
That will be actually on the 10th day.
Okay.
And we'll start at 9 o'clock.
I have a question. If the state minimum is the 5% running it through the machines, but we're going beyond and doing a hand count, doesn't that exceed the minimum, so there's no requirement to do the 5% hand count? I mean, machine count? Why do you have to do the minimum if
Machine
you're,
count
Because the
will-
law is the law.
but if you're doing beyond that? Oh, so the law requires the 5% machine?
Well, the directive requires at least 5% are verified against the machine count.
In other words, the 5 precincts that we hand count, we have to verify that that is in fact what the machine counted.
And will that be the DS 850 or the
Right,
200?
right, the
The 850.
Right. In other words, we're gonna hand count all the ballots in Youngstown, but 5% we're gonna additionally also run them through the scanner, just to get a side-by-side comparison.
And will that happen before or after the hand count?
Before, because we'll do it right after LNA.
We'll review, yeah. We will review the directive.
And you'll have observers for all of it?
Yes,
Absolutely.
yes.
Yes,
Yes, if I have 5 rooms, you can have 5 observers.
okay.
There's a motion.
Yeah, there's a motion, there's a second. Director, call the roll.
Mr. Monroe?
Yes.
Ms. Winbush?
Yes.
Mr. Wasco?
Yes.
Mr. Beatrice?
Yes.
Any other new business to consider? Any
No, sir.
board communications to report?
None received by the Secretary, Mr. Chairman.
Anything for the good of the order? Any public comment this morning? Where's Mr. Cleve?